I regret not asking you to hack into the Abstergo servers while you were there. A couple of well-placed relays and we'd be swimming in information.
We have everything we need.
Yeah, except the key.
We're close.
How do you know?
I just do.
I've been poking around a bit. Did you know there are machines down here that make, well, mana?
Wizard mana or biblical mana?
What do you think? Biblical, of course. The Greeks called it ambrosia. The Indians, amrit or soma. Most cultures around the world refer to a divine food, though I'd say its taste is anything but.
You ate something that came out of a 75,000-year-old machine?
And I live to tell the tale.
So? What did it taste like?
Cardboard. Tasted of cardboard. Hardly the stuff of legends, though. I wonder if the first civilization didn't taste differently than we do.
Maybe the flavorizer broke.
Flavorizer? You've certainly got away with words, Rebecca. Things are getting worse outside.
What do you mean?
Every day for the past 2 weeks, the sun has been throwing off larger and larger flares. Older satellites are starting to malfunction. I hear rumblings of recalling the crew on the International Space Station. There's already work being done as well to shield power stations and transformers on the ground. Not that any of it matters. This goes far beyond some brownouts. We all saw what's actually coming.
Do you know how it works?
Look, I'm no physicist, but it's something to do with the Earth's geomagnetic field. The flares and mass ejections disturb it, which appears to trigger seismic events. I've tried reaching out to people who might know better, but they all insist it's bunk. And I don't blame them. It sounds ridiculous.
I wish it was.
Best we finish up with Connor.
That implies we're close to the end of the game with Connor, but it doesn't. To me, it's that just seems like it would be too quick. I mean,
well, it's a sign that you are enjoying the game. Time flies when you're having fun, so to speak.
well, yes, that is true.
Hello.
Hey. Do you think killing
Is that a
Vidic
power
will let
source
Abstergo
over there?
back?
I doubt it. Sure, he pioneered the Animus, but they've had the technology for decades now. Plenty of other people can take his place.
And Cross?
Oh, he was a loose cannon. I doubt anyone's mourning his death. I think these days he was more a symbol than an asset. I'm sorry, I don't mean to dismiss what you did. But it's going to take a lot more than a couple of deaths to stop the Templars.
Did Vidic put you in an Animus when you were at Abstergo? They'd be able to search your memories and track you back here.
Oh, they definitely tried, but I made things difficult for them. You can resist, you can cloud up the transmission, or just refuse to move. Eventually, they would have gotten what they needed, but it still would have taken them weeks.
Vidic threatened to put me in a coma once.
It would have made you more pliable. But if the user isn't engaged, it's a mess. I know they've been working on ways to extract memories and let others sift through those memories. Maybe they're even analyzing mine right now. Maybe they'll find us. I don't know. What I do know is that we've got to get through that door.
Yeah. I should probably get back into the Animus. Hey. So, when this is over, and assuming it all works out, I was hoping I could, you know, come home.
I'd like nothing more. We're almost there, son.
Oh, I guess that's his way of dismissing and saying, yeah, we've already talked enough. Go the fuck away.
Yeah, that's what I took.
In the beginning, when we thought we could be saved, we sought to face the sun's wrath and contain it. 4 towers would be built to pull her fury into this place and dispel it. But even with all we knew, with all we had, it would take too long. 1,000 years we could labor and still the work would not be done. The first tower was never completed. The project abandoned. We moved on. But while we labored on other endeavors, a few returned. They thought to automate the process. Metal might finish what flesh could not.
Okay, that was interesting.
If we could not meet the sun's cruel embrace, perhaps we might rebuke it. Already we could generate the fields to protect us in times of strife. But these were small and simple things. To replicate them on a scale the size of a world, we lack the energy to make it so. Half the world, they said then. It is better than none at all. We tried. Again, we failed. A quarter, they asked. Even this we could not do. A sixth, an eighth, a tenth, they cried. The answer was still the same. Perhaps in time a city might be spared. But it was time we did not have. So we moved on.
Intriguing. You there?
Wonder what's inside.
Only one way to find out.
Yes, I'm here.
What do you make of that, I guess, progenitor race?
They look like schematics. Electrical schematic.
No, I was asking what you thought of that progenitor
Sure.
race.
Oh, I find him intriguing. I'm trying to figure out, are they human or something else?
What is a fact? Is it fixed? Immutable? Certain in its existence and only awaiting discovery? Or might it be changed? Here we learned the answer, and thought that it might save us. They were used to command, to control, to own. But we soon discovered another use. When enough sat in thrall and were told to believe, their thoughts took on form. What was imagined became real. If 100 minds could wish away a wall or create a tree, what might 1,000 do? 10,000? More? Might we change the consensus and will the thread away? We resolved to send one into the sky where it might illuminate us all. Once placed, a sentence would be uttered. Make us safe. In this way, we would change the consensus. We would save the world. But it never came to be. We sent a dozen of them skyward, but there was no way to maintain control, to direct the beam, to enthrall the world, to speak the words. Though this was strange and dangerous, what we tried next was worse.
Interesting.
Indeed.
Our first instinct was to travel back, to change the past. But we could not find a way. But forward. We could look forward. And so here we sought to see beyond ourselves, and know what was to come. First we wanted to learn if our work would succeed. But the answer was always the same. So we moved on to other things. But she remained. The one you call Minerva. In time, she too stopped looking, and instead began to speak. She called out across time, in the hopes that you might be saved. She hid messages where none might find them, save for you and those within this place.
Fascinating.
Tired of it. The cryptic warnings, the threats. Just tell us what you want!
But they are saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Imagine trying to explain all this to a 2-year-old, to a grasshopper. When they said the will of the gods was unknowable, they meant it. Literally.
I killed her, you know. I killed Lucy.
It was the apple, son. It was Juno.
I saw what she was. What would happen if I let her live? I could have stopped myself. I mean, there was a force there. But I didn't have to. I chose to.
Desmond.
Lucy was going to betray us and take the apple back to Abstergo. I saw the satellite launched. I saw them turn it on, and then... it failed. Whatever's on the other side of that door, it benefits Juno. We need to be careful.
Alright. Refresh my memory. The fuck is Juno?
Well, if you're speaking in terms of mythology, Juno was the Roman version of Hera, the wife of the supreme god of the sky, Zeus, slash, what was his name? God damn. Can't think of the Roman name off the top of my head. Wife of Zeus. Which would have made her the most powerful of the female deity. And I'm guessing that she's the most powerful of our progenitor race. I don't really recall anything else. Have to refresh my memory by replaying the first one and the second one. Well, that's where you just went through. So where are we supposed to be going? New next back. No, you just came from up here. I think I saw a door
Alright,
on your left.
On my left, okay.
No, I guess not. Go back up. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that was nothing. Son of a bitch. Yeah, go back up to where you were at the peak of your ascent, and let's walk a little more slowly. Don't run, and see if we can find. Oh, across the way from you. See her?
Yeah, I see her.
Why am I pointing at the fucking computer? You can't see what I'm doing.
No, I see her there. And I see.
No, yeah.
I see a lot here, but I'm. Oh shit. There we go. This is where it came from, I think.
Yeah, this is where you worked your way up to, yes.
Oh, damn it.
You gotta get somehow across that gap.
Alright, I'm coming back up. That is looking familiar. And plus I'm going down. I'm assuming I go up somehow or across and up. But the question is, how do we get across that big gap?
Yes. There'll be a way, we just gotta look closer.
See that wall up there, that big giant wall with a big crack, looks traversable somehow.
Hey. What about that wall directly across from you? It looks like it's made up of small bricks. Not in front of you, but to your right side on the wall where she is. Maybe you could climb that?
No. Unfortunately.
Damn.
I have an idea. Oh. That's where we slid down that one. Alright. I don't want to go down.
No, I want to go up. But where? How?
I
That's
got
what's
it.
driving me crazy.
There we go. I think it might be here that we. God damn.
Oh, that was not wanted. I think you might have the right idea climbing up here somehow. Or maybe not. Fuck.
There's a doorway here. Ah, here we go. There we go. There we go. I'm a genius.
Ah, we missed this doorway before. And so modest.
Wonder what stories the temple will tell me today.
I'll take, but what's behind door number 2?
Right?
Alright. Where is that? Over there? That just opened up? That big doorway to the right?
Yes, I think so. It's kind of hard for me to tell because I don't control the camera.
Yeah.
Yes, I do believe it is to the right. A new stairwell that you couldn't access before.
I'm telling you, there's something down here.
Don't be daft.
I don't know, maybe they were sleeping or something and we woke them. Some kind of cryogenics? Or hibernation? I mean, how do we know what the hell they were doing down here?
They were working on a bunch of different solutions, but nothing worked. Just went from one to the next, and then... I don't know. They must have left at some point. After the end.
I wonder what the world would be like if they'd succeeded.
I'm more concerned about what it will be like if we don't.
Salvation. They found a way. Too late for them, but not for you. Sealed to protect it. Though now it bars your way. Find the key. The past will tell.